What's up out there, YouTube? I hope all is well with you guys out there on this dreary Tuesday. I'm doing pretty good myself. I come across this particular article right here, and look, it's one of those controversial articles that should put everybody on guard, especially when you are out in public. And for example, if you have to go to the facilities, to use the restroom to relieve yourself or whatever it is you got to do. Oftentimes, when you go in there, you will find members of the same sex, same gender that you are, okay? But every now and again, you might come across one that wants to be a pretender. In other words, if it is a man pretending to be a woman, as in this particular case right here, or a female pretending to be a man in a men's restroom. Now, I always said that a man or a woman is required to use whatever restroom that's according to their gender. And that's just what it is. But you got people out here that want to step over the lines, cross the boundaries of basically putting people, on high alert, making them feel uncomfortable. And like it is in this particular situation right here. Trans Gymgoer caught masturbating in women's bathroom in California, Planet Fitness. Okay? Now, it's one thing for a man to pretend to be a woman to go in the women's restroom. That's one thing. But then you go in there and allegedly do something like this, and it makes it that much more worse. Okay? There are children that goes into these restrooms, little girls and what have you. You see? They don't need to see this kind of stuff. No way, no form, no way, shape, or form. They don't need to see this. Now, as far as I'm concerned, for each pretender or trans or whatever you want to call yourself, identify as, I think you should have your own separate restrooms. They need to add a restroom that says, hey, trans. You see what I'm saying? Just do it like that and keep these people out of restrooms that were made for men and made for women. This is not cool right here. Now, to get into this article right here, disturbing viral video shows the moment a transgender gymgoer appears to be masturbating in a stall inside the women's bathroom at a Planet Fitness in California. Planet Fitness patron Grace Hudson claims she encountered the ordeal while she was using the female restroom at the gym's Concord location, just outside San Francisco, last May. But the footage only exploded online over the weekend. The clip, which she originally posted on TikTok, showed the shadow of an unidentified person appearing to perform a self-pleasuring act on themselves. We'll just put it like that. And this right here is the stall where she took the picture of. Okay. See, this is not cool. This is not cool. And besides, if this what whoever this weirdo he wants to do, go and do it in the privacy of your own home somewhere. Why you got to be out in public in a place that you shouldn't even be? If you a male, a women's restroom. Okay. Just like if it was a man's restroom. If you're a female pretending to be a man, you have no business in there. And that's just what it is. But to continue, at the end of the day, whether you're transgender or not, you should not be stroking your shit in the women's bathroom, Hudson said in a TikTok video posted late Sunday after the footage started going viral. Okay? Viral situation. I think laws need to be written on this right here. Women need to feel safe when they go in the restroom that only they will see is their own gender. Okay? And that's just what it is. Because, hey, some of these people are dangerous, as we're going to see in this particular article right here. To continue, the young woman alerted the front desk staff at the time, but the employees didn't know how to handle the situation, she said. Her boyfriend eventually stepped in to confront trans gymgoer. Addressing the saga, the young woman said she now regrets not doing more at the time. Well, you did what you were supposed to do, and those dumbasses at the gym was supposed to do what your boyfriend did. Go and get this person out of the restroom. Call law enforcement. You see what I mean? Let's continue. I was just really uncomfortable, and honestly, I kind of just wanted to say my piece and get the F out of there. Looking back, I do have regrets. Like I should have done more. I should have called the cops. She said, yeah, you should have did that. You really should have did that. And this is the lady right here, that allegedly witnessed this abominable act in public. Okay, she ain't got no business doing that in public. To continue here, in conclusion, I thought about it, but I was like, there's no way anything is going to come of this. People are just going to say I'm transphobic, and I'll ask, so what? That's your right. Okay, there's a lot of people that are, how can I put it? Well, I'm just going to finish this and I'll think about it. Let's continue. The Post reached out to Planet Fitness but didn't hear back immediately. The viral clip resurfaced months after Grammy-nominated singer Tish Hyman was kicked out of a Gold's Gym in Los Angeles after confronting a wife-beating transgender woman who allegedly exposed his male genitals in the women's locker room. What is he doing in there? You see my point? Look at what he's going in there to do. Listen how dangerous this guy is right here. I thought I was the 42-year-old musician who has been outspoken about keeping transgender women out of women's spaces posted a response to the Planet Fitness video on her social media accounts. When you see me, speak with passion. This is why, she wrote. Women and girls deserve truth, safety, and protection. Not confusion, not denial, not lies, dressed up as compassion. Hyman continued. Okay? And I agree with that. Sex is real. Boundaries matter. Reality matters. Enough with pretending otherwise. This isn't hate. This is care. This is love. This is standing up. Hyman was filmed last year getting into a heated argument with Alexis Black, a convicted wife beater who is transitioning, that is. Hyman had filed complaints against Black for using the women's locker room and accused Black of exposing himself and harassing her in the locker room, which he has denied. Black, formerly Grant Freeman, pleaded guilty in 2022 to savagely beating his wife, Alexis Freeman, while still living as a man in Ohio. The attack left his wife with a compound fractured jaw and other serious injuries. Okay? This is how dangerous these people are. You know what I'm saying? That they will go and do things like this. And like this lady said, they deserve to be, or feel like they are safe when they go out in public in these restrooms and not find somebody in there carrying on like this. Okay? Now, as far as I'm concerned, what I was saying, he come up with this transphobic and all that old mess. You're a homophobe and all that. But when it comes down to it, I believe that they are heterosexual phobe. You see what I mean? That's what I would like to say about that, because you can't bully people into accepting your particular lifestyle. You can't bully people and force people, force your lifestyle on somebody else. And when you go out in public and you're a man pretending to be something you ain't, which is a woman, and you take yourself into that restroom, a women's restroom, you pretending to be a woman, you forcing your lifestyle on that woman or those women, whoever come in that restroom, and vice versa. It's just not right. So yeah, some laws need to be established, you know what I mean, and written about, well, if you are a male, you are assigned to go to a male's restroom. If you're a female, you are assigned to go to a female's restroom. Anything in between, well, they need to make restrooms for y'all. One restroom. So you have 3 restrooms, if that's what the case be. And even if you in that restroom, you shouldn't be doing what this woman alleged that this guy right here was doing in that restroom. And that's just what it is. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.